Hi everyone, today I wanted to have a conversation about food, or rather the food we waste, because it's been getting some attention of late. I'm sure you've heard some pretty shocking food waste statistics, so we know the situation is bananas and downright unappealing. I'll let you digest that food pun for a moment, but how bad is it really? Well, in Australia alone, 1 in 5 shopping bags full of food ends up in the bin. So rather than feeding some of the 3.6 million hungry Australians, it ends up in landfill. I think it's worth paying attention to our food waste because it means money in our pockets. The food we toss equates to each household throwing out $1,036 every year. There's an opportunity here to keep some of that money in our pockets, to be sure, but there's also a social issue and beyond that, real consequences for the well-being of the planet. 8% of greenhouse gases heating our planet are caused by food waste, according to the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization. And what makes this so maddening is that we're not just wasting food that could end global hunger, but we're burning up the planet's resources in the process. When we waste food, we're also wasting the water, fuel and resources it took to get that food from the paddock to your plate. For instance, throwing away one burger wastes the same amount of water as a 90-minute shower. But unless we stop and think about it, we don't often consider the cost beyond the $3.05 we paid for the one burger. So it's bad, and it's baking my heart. But here's the number one thing we can all do to participate in solving this problem. We can regard it as socially unacceptable to waste so much food, in the same way that we now regard drink driving and smoking in restaurants as socially unacceptable. If we tell our governments that we want to see an end to food waste, if we use the power of consumption to show corporations and businesses that this is important to us, I accept that there will inevitably be some waste in our otherwise impressive and progressive food production system. So then the question is, what is the best thing to do with it? Humans answered that question thousands of years ago when we domesticated pigs to turn food waste back into food, to use waste as a resource. The good news is the quest to tackle food waste is growing globally, and the message is to celebrate food, to eat and enjoy it, and to stop wasting it for the sake of our planet, for the sake of our children, and for the sake of all the other organisms that share it with us. So let me get this straight. If this isn't actually the big problem I'm making it out to be, then what we've achieved is more money in our pockets and a reduction of the stress we place on our land to grow food that we don't eat. So, waste is a resource. Let's get creative. Don't follow the path of least resistance. I encourage you to keep thinking about what you can do to reduce your food waste. And in time, we hope to look to you to ask you to send us your food waste so we can turn it back into food. Please share with us your waste-saving ideas. Pen A for your thoughts.